Decorah will receive to start the first half. They've received in the first two ball games, and it's been 2 3 and outs on the opening possessions. Independence will kick off with Zach Harris, who is averaging 49 yards per kickoff. Back deep for Decorah will be Jacob Rohr and Garrett Wise. Rohr is averaging 17 yards a return, and Garrett Wise has yet to return one this year. Zach Harris will tee off from the far left side hash mark as Independence kicks off from left to right. Rohr is on the far side. Wise on the near side for Decorah. Harris has the okay from the referee. Here is the approach, and we are underway. It is a pretty deep kick that bounces near the 5 and hops into the end zone, so it'll be a touchback for Zach Harris, and Decorah will move right to left from their own 20-yard line, 1st and 10. Cole Steffen at quarterback, 122 yards passing and 65 yards rushing with 2 touchdowns through the first couple of weeks. Up front, couple of changes. Keegan Lillefeld out tonight, so Tim Winter at power tackle, Andrew Benelli at power guard, Adam Hovden is at the quick guard, Ben Duggar is at the center, and Thomas Pekanowski will be at quick tackle. The game will start with Dallas Mott split to the left side. A wingback on the left side is Drake Bauer for the injured Keaton Meyer. Split receiver right and split backs with Lee and Wise. The give is to Garrett Wise, finds a gap up the middle, and he'll get to the 24-yard line, and he was brought down by the district's leading tackler, Jake Jewell.
We got a pretty good surge up there with our offensive line up front, and hopefully we can see more of that tonight.
2nd and 6 from the 24-yard line. Dawson Meyer split left. Split to the right side. Colin Tweeten wingback left. Drake Bauer split backs with Wise and with Rohr. Under center, Steffen takes the snap, drops back to throw. Swing pass right side, caught by Wise at the 20 on the numbers. Keeps his balance across the 25, and he's knocked to the sideline near the 28. The tackle credit will go to Colin Butzloff. It's 3rd and 2 for Decorah.
Yeah, nice little R flare there, and good catch by Garrett. You know, it was a little high, and he made a nice athletic catch and brought it in and got a good, 4 or 5 yard gain.
3rd and 2 from the 28, 1 minute in, no score. Mott and Bauer to the left side. Tweeten tight end right. Football on the right hash. I formation in the backfield. Give to Wise off the right side. Big hole across the 35. Brought down on the far side hash mark at the 37-yard line. 1st down. Colin Butzloff in on the stop. They'll mark him at the 38.
That was a nice block by the fullback, Zach Lee there. He came up in the hole and, made a big opening there and gave a lot of room for Garrett Wise to make a nice 1st down run.
No score, minute 20 in. 1st and 10 from the Decorah 38 right hash. Split right is Dawson Meyer. Wing right, Drake Bauer. Tight end left is Colin Tweeten. Lee and Wise split behind Steffen. Takes the snap, pitch to Wise left side. Correction, it's Lee. He's across the 40 and brought down on the left near hash mark at the 43-yard line. Drew Davis in on the stop, a gain of 5 yards.
It's just little things that are so close for this team as far as breaking a play wide open, and I seen the guard pulled there, and that guard's got to get upfield and get a block, and that's going to open that guy that tackled him and open it up for a big gain.
2nd and 5 from the 43-yard line, left hash. Split backs, wing right, split receiver right. Tweeting the tight end left. Drop it a throw is Steffen. Steffen has time. Lost the pass right side. Catch made by Bauer at the 48. Brought down on the far sideline in Independence territory at the 47-yard line. Drew Davis in on the stop. Gain of 10 and a 1st and 10 for Decorah.
As Coach Ferentz would say on the Iowa program, the next man in, and then Drake Bauer's filling that role well tonight with a nice little catch there at the wingback spot for a 1st down.
Keaton Meyer injured, and he will be out for a while. 1st and 10 from the Independence 47, 2.5 in, no score. Right hash. Here is Steffen taking the snap, giving on a wingback sweep to Bauer, looking to turn upfield, has a gap. He's outside the numbers and gets brought down near the 42-yard line. Colin Butzloff in on the stop. It's a gain of 5 yards. Good help up front as well, Zach.
Yeah, we had a good surge up front by our offensive line and had a couple nice key blocks. And, that little sweep play turned into a 5-yard gain. We'll take that all night on 1st down.
2nd and 5 from the Independence 42 right hash. Split left is Mott. Wing left Bauer. Tight end right Tweeten. Split backs with Wise and Lee. Steffen takes the snap. Gives up the middle to Zach Lee. Quick hitter up the hash mark inside the 35 to the 33. It'll be a 1st down. And the tackle credit will go to Alec Norris.
When this team gets together and all 11 guys are on the same page and they work as a cohesive unit, it's they do good things, and it showed there on that little quick hitter with the fullback.
8:48 to play first quarter, no score. 1st and 10 from the Independence 33. Tweeten left, Dawson Meyer right. Wing right is Bauer, split backs with Wise and Lee. Dropping a throw is Steffen. Steffen with time, throwing deep down the right side, going for Dawson Meyer, and it's nearly intercepted near the goal line. Cyrus Butters was on coverage near the goal line. Independence, a team second in the state in interceptions for the first 2 weeks with 6 of them thus far. Butters almost had another right there.
Yeah, if he wouldn't have jumped just a hair bit earlier there and missed the time to jump, he might have had another interception.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. I formation, wing left, split left, tight end right is Tweeten, right hash. Here is the option left side. Steffen sneaks it off left guard. He loses the football, and Butzloff has it at the 27-yard line. Steffen was fighting for some good yardage, lost the football. Colin Butzloff gets the first fumble recovery of the season for Independence. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 27 with 8:26 to play first quarter, no score.
Yeah, when you're fighting for extra yardage, you really got to make sure that you cover the ball up with 2 hands. And, as a quarterback, you should probably just get down anyway when you're in that situation.
1st and 10, 27-yard line, left to right go the Mustangs. 2 receivers right, single receiver left. Holt takes the snap, rolling out to his right side. He looks to keep it. He's hit near the line of scrimmage on the near side numbers, then knocked back. His progress was stopped by Winter, by Wise, also helping out Brendan Numedal. A gain of 1, 2nd down upcoming. Call it as a gain of 0, 2nd and 10 from the 28. Holt will send 2 receivers left. Single receiver right is Spencer Pink. Holt will be in the shotgun. Offset backfield to his left. Jewell will stand to his left. He'll get the call on a 2nd down play, plowing ahead up the right hash mark across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Colin Tweeten in on the stop, a gain of 5 yards. 3rd and 5 upcoming for Independence. 7.5 to play first quarter, no score, right hash. Offset backfield to the left side. Holt will keep it off the left side. Finds a gap. He's across the 40, open field. 50. He's to the near side. 40, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. 67-yard touchdown run for Nick Holt. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the season. Correction, his 6th rushing touchdown of the season. 7:17 to play first quarter. Independence up by a 6-0 margin.
Yeah, Independence, they're going to be fast up to the ball, and as defensive linemen, you got to be up there ready, seeing what the formation is, knowing what the defensive call was by Coach Truman. You just got to be ready to go when they snap the ball, because they're going to be doing it all night, and if we're not ready, they're going to tear us apart.
On for the PAT for Independence is Mark Thompson. He's 1 for 2 on the PATs this year. Nick Holt will be the holder. Snap, spot, kick. It is up. And it is good, so another Decorah turnover that turns into opponent's points. 7:17 to play here in quarter number 1. It is a 7-0 lead for Independence. This for Greg and Marty Wise with Plan 1 Financial. 7:17 left, quarter number 1. Independence up 7-0. Decorah drove to the Independence 33, but a fumble gave Independence the ball at the 28-yard line. 72-yard 3-play drive. Nick Holt scored 3 touchdowns all season last year. He's got 7 in 2 games plus 4 minutes and 43 seconds already this year.
That's pretty impressive, and that's good leadership by him to step up and be the man that wants to take over this team.
Zach Harris has the football teed up on the left far side hash mark. It'll be a shorter kick that's taken on the far side numbers by Rohr. He drops it, picks it up again at the 10. He's at 15-20, finds an opening to the 25 and gets ridden down at the 28-yard line on the far side hash mark. Jacob Schwarting, the man that brought him down. Decorah has now given up 57 points this year. 57 points, 29 have been off turnovers.
That's a number that we definitely want to keep at a minimum if we can. We don't want to give up any more points off of turnovers.
First and 10, 28-yard line, right to left go the Vikings, trailing 7-0. Mott to the left side, Bauer wing left, tight end right is Tweeten, split backs with Rohr and with Wise. Here's the give on to DeLay. Wise finds a gap off the left side across the 30, and he loses the football, and I think Independence got back on top of it. Did they? They did. Coming on top of the football for Independence was Lane McMartin. Another turnover for the Vikings.
As I said before, when Cole was carrying the ball, when you get in tough situations where you're fighting for extra yards, you got 3 or 4 Independence guys on you. Got to make sure you tuck the ball in with 2 hands and cover it up and fight for what you got.
First and 10 from the 33-yard line. Left to right go the Mustangs with 7:04 to play in the quarter. Here's the give to Jewell off the left side. Looks for a gap. Doesn't find one. He tried to bounce it out and gets dragged down from behind by Garrett Wise. Outside the hash mark at the 33. It's a gain of 0. Second down upcoming. So again, this defense has its back against the wall due to the second turnover for Decorah, but Independence now has forced 8 turnovers in 2 games plus a quarter. Officials' timeout is asked for here as the referee blew his whistle dead. Do you got blood on a player here?
Zach Lee was tying his shoe.
Yeah, Zach Lee was tying his shoe. Thanks to our spotter statistician, jack of all trades, Mary Herman here. Second and 10 from the 33. High snap to Holt, and somebody moved early as the line judge throws his flag on the near side. It'll be an illegal procedure against Independence. So, second and 15 from the Independence 38, or from the Decorah 38, I should say. Independence trying to take advantage of their second takeaway. They already lead at 7-0. It was a Nick Holt 67-yard touchdown run. 2 receivers right side. To the far side left is Spencer Pink. Holt in the shotgun. Jewell to his right. Football in the left hash. Holt takes the snap. Just plows ahead into the line right side and gets thrown back from near the 35-yard line. First contact, Garrett Wise. Help coming from Schindler and Sherman. It is a gain of 3 yards on the play. 3rd and long for Indy.
We got ourselves in a good situation here on defense, and we got to capitalize on something here and get a turnover or get a 4th down here.
Call it 3rd and 11 from the 34-yard line. Holt looks to the sideline, possibly for an audible. 2 receivers right, single receiver to the far side left. Jewell stands to his right in the shotgun. McMillan is right behind the line of scrimmage. Give to Jewell, left side, finds a gap inside the 30. He stood up near the 25. Keeps fighting forward, though. Gets away from a tackler and gets brought down outside the numbers far side at the 20-yard line. Wise finally finished him off, but Garrett got about a 10-yard ride from Jewell that time. That's just an awfully tough run, Zach.
Yeah, when he had 3 guys on him and spun off a couple of them and fought for that, 5 or 6 extra yards and got the first down.
First and 10 from the 20. Give to Jewell again. Has a gap off the left side. Runs up the far side hash mark and gets brought down at the 14-yard line. A gain of 6 for Jewell. Wise stopping him once again. 2nd and 4 from the Indy 14, or the Decorah 14. Give to Jewell once again. Same play left side. This time he's met in the hole by Garrett Wise, and Brendan Numedall comes in to help him out to dump him at the 13. Only a gain of a yard. 3rd down upcoming for Independence.
We're definitely going to have some defensive linemen that are ready to step up tonight because they're going to be, in a hurry-up offense all night, and these guys are going to need to get breaks.
So 3rd down, and call it about a yard and a half from the 13-yard line. 4:45 left, first quarter, no score. Give to Holt left side, or no, Holt keeps it left side, and he has a gap that is huge that he just walks into the end zone for the score. And Holt with his 2nd rushing touchdown of the night, and 7:19 into this one. Independence already with a 13-0 lead.
Yeah, a little misdirection play there by Independence, and it was a good fake, and he kept it off the left side there and had a big hole to walk into the end zone.
33 yards, 6 plays, 2:23 off the clock. Now Decorah's given up 35 of their 63 points off of turnovers this year. The PAT is up, and it is good off the right foot of Mark Thompson. 7:19 into this one. Independence leading by a 14-0 margin. Let's hear from Wicks Construction. Zach Harris kicks off from the left side hash mark. This one hits the 30. It is taken on the far side by a new return man from the 15 up to about the 28-yard line. The new return man was John Will Jenkins that time. And Decorah will start from the 1st and 10 from their own 27-yard line, trailing 14-0 already with 4:37 to play here in the first quarter. Vikes have had one good drive, ended up in a fumble. They had one good play on the second drive, ended up in a fumble, and Independence has capitalized off of both mistakes thus far. To the left side will go Dallas Mott. Wing left, Drake Bauer. Tight end right is Tweeten. Split backs with Wise and with Lee. Football on the right or far side hash mark. Give to Lee right side. Has a gap across the 35 and brought down at the 35-yard line. The gap was across the 30, and Lee got 8 yards on the play. The tackle credit will go to Elliott Ryan.
Yeah, I don't see anything of, as far as a sign on them for them defensively that are stopping our run right now. It's just we can't make mistakes and shoot ourselves in the foot.
2nd and 2 from the 35-yard line. I formation. Split left is Dawson Meyer. Wing left is Bauer. Tight end right. Tweeten from the right hash mark. Steffen takes, dumps it left. It's caught by Drake Bauer at the 40. He's dragged down on the near side. Numbers at the 42-yard line. The tackle credit to Drew Davis. It is a gain of 7 and a first down for Decorah.
Nice little route there by Drake Bauer, just about an 8-yard out, and made the catch and got upfield. Didn't dance around and got the first down.
We're inside of 4 minutes to play in the first quarter. It's 14-0 Independence. 14 points off turnovers thus far. 1st and 10 from the 42 left hash. Twin receivers right side. Lee and Wise in a straight I formation behind Steffen, who takes the snap, gives to Garrett right side. Spinning ahead off the power side as he gets brought down at the 48-yard line. Colin Butzloff, the man that brought him down. Garrett slow in getting up. A gain of 6 yards on the play. And injuries is something that Decorah has dealt with too much of this year as Garrett gets to his feet, and he will hobble off to the sideline, met halfway between the play and the sideline by trainer Kelly Ruckert. Jacob Rohr into the lineup. And injuries are never an excuse, but they can be a reason, though, Zach.
Yeah, definitely. Even just mentally for the the other players on the team, a good leader like that goes down, and you got to find something to positive to bring you back up.
2nd and 4 from the Decorah 48. Dawson Meyer right, Colin Tweeten left. Wing right is Bauer. I formation with Rohr and with Lee. The pitch to Jake Rohr right side gets a block from Lee, but he lost his footing and gets brought down in the center of the field at the 48-yard line. Gain of 0. Elliott Ryan made sure he didn't go any further.
It comes back to little basic fundamental things. You got to plant, especially on field turf that you're not used to. You got to really break down, plant out that outside foot, and you can't take shortcuts and try and plant off your inside foot, and you're going to slip and fall like that every time on field turf.
Decorah is 1 of 1 on 3rd downs. 3rd and 4 from the 48. Split backs, wing left. Split left, football in the center of the field. Steffen takes, gives to Lee right side, plowing ahead across the 50 and gets down to the 47-yard line. It'll be a first down on a gain of 5 off the bottom of the pile. Nate McMillan on a good tough run for Lee. We talked about it earlier. Independence has given up the most yards defensively in the district through the first 2 weeks. They just know how to take the ball away.
Yeah, they definitely know how to take the ball away. They'll give up some yards, but they're going to lock down when it counts and take the ball away.
1st and 10, 47-yard line, 2:15 to play first quarter. Mustangs up 14-0. Split backs, wing left, split left. Here's the give on the counter to Bauer. Gets a nice block, turns upfield across the 45 and down to the 40-yard line. Bradley Corrigan, the quick guard, the pulling guard on that play, provided some nice interference. Bauer gets a gain of 7 yards.
Yeah, it was a good run there by Drake, and he finished the run well. I could see that the Independence players, as soon as they get one of our runners stood up, they got another guy coming in trying to strip the ball. So we're going to have to be heads up on that all night.
2nd and 3 from the Independence 40 right hash. Receivers left and right, wing left, split backs in the backfield. Steffen, when facing a 4-man front, takes the snap, gives to Lee. Hit immediately at the line of scrimmage, gets knocked back from the 38. Matt McMillan and Jake Jewell, the defenders on the play. But a gain of 2 for Lee to set up a 3rd down and 1. 1:20 to play first quarter, 14-0 Independence.
We've been pretty decent, thus far tonight as far as finishing on third down and hopefully we can pick up another third down here.
First 3rd and 1 from the 38. Decorah 2 of 2 on third downs. Steffen takes the snap, gives to Lee. Hole off the right side, exploits it, gets down to the 35-yard line, brought down by an ankle tackle of Luke House, but Lee able to get 3, and he'll move the sticks.
Another thing that I've seen, and I seen it in film too when I was watching, not necessarily him, but I was watching some film from years past. The hole's there, and they're just blowing right through it, but if they would just slow down a little bit, wait for a couple more blocks to happen, I think they could get a couple more yards.
1st and 10, 35-yard line. Latter stages first quarter, 14-0 Indy. Dropping and throws. Steffen has nice protection. Throws the left side. Catch made by Tweeten on the left numbers. He gets dragged down near the 25-yard line by Mason Wood. It's a gain of 9 to the 26, and that might be the final play of quarter number 1. Decorah moving the ball with some consistency. Now you just need some points off of this drive. 2nd and 1 it'll be from the 26. It looks like the Vikes will get another play off. We're on the left hash mark, which is the near side hash mark. Give to Bauer, wingback sweep, looking to turn up field, breaks a tackle in the backfield and gets covered up near the 24, and he will have the first down. That will be the end of the first quarter of play. Independence with 14 points off of turnovers, leading Decorah 14-0, and we'll take a break for Wenatchee Mutual Insurance. One quarter of play. Independence 111 yards rushing. Decorah with 77. Decorah with 30 passing. Indy with none. Indy 111 yards of total offense. Decorah with 107. Decorah's had the ball. 8:28. Independence 3:32. But 2 turnovers for Decorah. 14 points off of turnovers for Independence. That's really the only stat we have to talk about here at the end of the first quarter, Zach.
Yeah, very true, Darren. As we talked about in the keys to the game, the offense has to take care of the ball, and other than the 2 turnovers, obviously that have been very costly for us, but we have controlled the ball. The one first drive, I think, where we went about 35 yards and we controlled the ball and didn't make any mistakes, and then we just got to keep that up.
Garrett Wise is back in the lineup. Him and Zach Lee are in an I formation as Decorah moves left to right. Give to Garrett Wise off the left side, running inside the 20 and gets covered up in the vicinity of the 19-yard line. Luke House in on the stop. Wise able to get 6 on first down. A lot more consistency early on in the series of downs here early on tonight.
Yeah, and what Darren's talking about there is, on first down, we're getting 5, 6, 7 yards of play, and when you can pass the ball on first down, that sets up for, that mixes up the plays a little bit and gives you a better opportunity to run the ball. 2nd and
4 from the 19-yard line. Dawson Meyer to the left, Drake Bauer wing left. Here's the give to Wise. A stutter step move off the right side. Try to cut it back a bit. It gets brought down near the 15-yard line. Alec Norris in on the stop. It's a gain of about 4, 3rd and call it a yard for Decorah. 11-11 to play till halftime. 14-0 Independence.
We've been 3rd and short, so I would say 3rd and short, 3rd and less than 3 about 4 times tonight. When you put yourself in that situation, normally you're going to have a high percentage of completing third downs.
Decorah 3 for 3 on third downs thus far. 3rd and 1 from the 16-yard line. Steffen takes the snap, gives off the right side to Lee. Lee plows forward, doesn't get a lot, but gets to the 14, so he'll get the first down on a gain of a couple. Peyton Nolting, the man that brought him down.
And that's what getting 3rd and short that's what happens when you get in those situations. You might not get 3 or 4 yards, but it gives you the opportunity to get a first down.
14th play of the drive that started at the Decorah 27. 1st and 10 from the 14. Dawson Meyer to the left side. Drake Bauer wing left, goes in motion right. Split backs with Lee and Wise. Steffen takes, gives to Lee. No, he keeps it on the right side. Turns it in at the hash mark. Gets as far as the 11-yard line and he'll fall forward to the 10. Coming down in the arms of Thomas Reef. A gain of 4, and it's a tough 4 yards for Cole Steffen that time.
I know Cole, had a little bummed up knee earlier in the week, and showing good toughness tonight as far as not being afraid to run into contact.
2nd and 6 from the 10-yard line. I formation with Wise and Lee. Tight end right, Tweeten. Wing left is Bauer. Split left is Mott. Here is Steffen. Given to Wise off the left side. Plowing ahead inside the 5. Covered up at the 2-yard line. He got a good initial push, and he exploited the hole as Nick Holt brought him down. Wise with a gain of 8 and a 1st and goal for Decorah.
If Tim Duggar was downfield blocking and making a good block, but if it wasn't for running into him, I think he's walking in the end zone on that play.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line. 9:30 to play, 2nd quarter. 14-0 Independence. But the Vikes on the doorstep. Split backs with Lee and Wise. Football on the right hash. Bauer wing left. Split left is Dawson Meyer, and Cole Steffen dropped the snap, but they blew the play dead because somebody moved early. I think it was perhaps Ben Duggar, the center, snapping the ball early. Almost a disastrous result that time for Decorah, but an illegal procedure penalty will make it 1st and goal back near the 7-yard line.
You never want penalties, but I guess that penalty in that situation might have helped out.
9:10 to play, 2nd quarter. 14-0 Independence. Right hash, 1st and goal at the 7. Mott left, wing left is Bauer, tight end right is Tweeten. Split backs with Wise and Lee. Give to Lee off the right side. Doesn't get much. Gets knocked back from near the 6-yard line. Combination tackle, Thomas Reef and Jake Jewell. 2nd and goal upcoming.
So that was still a repeat of first down, right?
Correct.
Dan, on the, okay.
End of the 1st quarter, walk-on leading Crestwood 14-0. West Delaware 1st quarter leading Waverly Shellrock 14-0. 2nd and goal from the Independent 6-yard line, right hash. Dawson Meyer to the left, Drake Bauer wing left, tight end right is Schindler. I formation with Wise and Lee. Pitch to Garrett Wise, left side, got by an initial defender at the 5. Angles left, outside the hash mark, dragged down at the 3. Drew Davis, the man that brought him down. It's a gain of 3 yards for Wise, and he had to earn every one of them.
Right here, at the seniors on this team, that are out there on the field right now, you just, you got to step up. And all of them have to take leadership, and you got to punch the ball in the end zone right here.
Play number 18 of the drive on the left hash, 3rd and goal from the 3. Split backs, wing left, split left, tight end right is Schindler. Here is Steffen, keeping it off the right side. Doesn't get much. He maybe lunges forward to the 2, and it's going to be a 4th down. Read pretty well by the Independence defense. Mason Wood, the man that brought him down. And it looks like the offense remaining on the field for Decorah. 7.5 to play, 2nd quarter. It is a 14-0 lead for Independence. 4th and goal at the 2. Football towards the left or far side hash mark. Dawson Meyer to the left side. Wing left is Bauer. Tight end right, Schindler. I formation with Wise and Lee. Steffen under his center. Duggar takes the snap, sneaks it up the middle. He is in. Touchdown. Cole Steffen with his 3rd rushing touchdown of the season, and with 7:09 to play, 2nd quarter, it's 14-6 Independence.
Good surge there by Ben Duggar, the center. I don't know what the play call, but it was probably a red 10, which means that it's going to be a quarterback sneak, and we executed well and punched it in for 6.
A 9-minute, 31-second drive, 73 yards, 19 plays. Parker Lane for the PAT. Hovden snaps it to Paul Strand, who puts it down for Lane's PAT, which is up and good. And it is 14-7 with 7:09 to play, 2nd quarter. Independence on top. Let's take a break for Ace Hardware. Well, the Vikes took 9:31 off the clock and finally got some points. Cole Steffen, 3rd rushing touchdown of the season. And credit the offensive line for helping him out on that 4th down and goal play. And now it's up to the defense. For the first time tonight, they're going to be entering the field without an Independence, or without the offense giving Independence the football with good field position off of a turnover.
Yeah, and as I've seen on the field thus far tonight, the defensive line is going to have to be ready to go as soon as the previous play was over. They got to be ready to go.
And kicking off from left to right is Parker Lane. Back deep is Drew Davis and Mason Wood. Wood makes the catch middle of the field at the 10, runs to his left to the 15, he's to the 20, and he is upended by Lane Ralph on the near side, left side numbers at the 25-yard line. So Independence first down and 10 at the 25-yard line, their worst field position of their 3 drives. We have 7:04 to play second quarter. It's 14-7 Independence.
Nice open field tackle there on the kickoff coverage team by Lane Rolfe, and upended the guy and made a nice tackle.
First and 10, 25-yard line, football on the left side hash mark. Holt will be in the shotgun, Jewell to his right, McMillan a wing back right side. 2 receivers to the right side. They're Steger and Butzloff. Pink to the near side left. A late arrival on the field for Decorah. Drake Bauer was late getting on, so Decorah forced to take a timeout. 7:04 to play second quarter, and we'll keep it here during the break. It's 14-7 Independence. Independence with 14 points off of 2 Decorah turnovers. Coming up to halftime tonight, we're going to preview tomorrow's Luther College All-American cross-country meet, as we'll talk to Decorah boys coach Brad Johansson, and we'll talk to Decorah girls coach Christy Nimrod coming up at halftime. All-American starting at 9 o'clock up on Luther's campus, and it's one of a few times that folks get to watch one of the more consistent programs Decorah has in cross-country in town tomorrow. So, and it's going to be a nice and cool day, and I think the kids are going to enjoy running in the cool weather for once, because the first 2 meets, hot.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be an exciting event. I'll be up there tomorrow. You'll be up there tomorrow. And, I've never been to a cross-country meet before, so I'm looking forward to experience it for the first time. And I get to see, I think 7th, even middle school, right? Yep. 7th grade through all the way through college is going to be running tomorrow, so it'll be a great experience.
First and 10, 25-yard line, left hash. 2 receivers right, single receiver left. Holt in the shotgun, Jewell to his right. McMillan on a wing right side. Decorah is providing a 4-man front. Give to Jewell left side. He's hit near the line of scrimmage, carries a tackler out across the 30. Covered up on the left near some numbers at the 31-yard line. The man that brought him down was Adam Hovden with help coming from Cyrek Nelson. You better get multiple bodies to Jewell.
Yeah, the multiple bodies, and you got to hit him low. You're not going to be able to hit this guy up top by the shoulder pads and take him down. You're going to have to take him down at the thigh pad and wrap up. 2nd and 4 from the 31. Holt keeps it as he tried to cut it back to the left after starting to the right, and Dominic Mueller brings him down at the 33. It'll be a 3rd and 2 upcoming. 6.5 to play first quarter. 14-7 Independence. Independence, 3 of 3 on 3rd down conversions thus far. 3rd and 2 from the 33. 2 receivers right, single receiver left. Holt in the shotgun, Jewell to his left. Give to Jewell left side. First down and more. Brought down near the 37-yard line. Hovden brought him down. Dominic Mueller helped out, but Jewell moves the sticks for Independence. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Steger and Butzloff to the right side. Pink off to the left. Holt in the shotgun. McMillan on a wingback left side. Jewell stands to the left of Holt, who takes the snap, tries to keep it around left hand, has nice interference out front. He gets brought down in front of the Independence bench on the near side at the 43. A gain of 6 yards. Dallas Mott in on the stop. I noticed there, some of our defensive linemen, they're not, they're getting into the guy across from them, but they're not, you got to drive that guy back, 2 or 3 yards, make that hole collapse and make that running back, try and find a hole to run, and that's when you create time for your linebackers and defensive backs to come up and make a tackle.
2nd and 6 from the 43. Hold on the keeper right side, sweeping upfield across the 45 and gets brought down on the far side. Numbers at the 50. Holt gets a gain of 7 and a first down. Nothing really fancy to what Independence is doing, but they're just executing awfully well, and a Decorah player is down on the far side.
I think it's Adam Hovden down on the Viking that's down on the field.
1st and 10 will be at the 50-yard line. Dr. Dave Mayer immediately out to assess the situation, and Bill Post out there as well. Kelly Ruckert arriving on the scene right now. Again, Vikings walking wounded has been adding up as Adam Hovden gets to his feet, walks off under his own power. Hopefully he'll be all right. Like's been without Marshall Johnson since preseason due to an appendectomy, without Keaton Meyer, without Keegan Lillefeld tonight as well. 1st and 10 from the 50-yard line. 5:15 to play second quarter. Independence up 14-7. 1st and 10 from the 50, right hash. 2 receivers left, single receiver right. McMillan wing left. Holding the shotgun, Jewell to his right. Jewell takes the handoff, plowing ahead off right guard. He'll get to the 47-yard line. A gain of 3 yards. It was Headington, the man that brought him down. Cole Headington in on the stop after the gain of 3. 2nd and 7 from the Decorah 47. 2 receivers left, single receiver right. McMillan wing left. Holding the shotgun, Jewell to his left. Holt takes the snap, keeper left side. Gets to the 45-yard line, stopped right there. Wise, the man that brought him down, help came from Paul Strand.
Yeah, and, I noticed our ends, the last couple of plays on this series, our ends had gotten blown up, and I seen Tim Winter came over there this time, and he really collapsed that edge down and made that running back fight for his yardage, and it created help for our linebackers to make a play.
3rd and 5 from the 44. Give to Jewell, plowing ahead off the right side, lunging ahead to the 42-yard line. He'll get 3, brought down on the play by Peyton Numedal. It's 4th down. It looks like Independence is keeping the offense on the field.
I see Cyrus Nelson's in here now at defensive tackle trying to
4th and 2 from the 42-yard line. Holt in the shotgun, takes the snap, runs the left side, gets inside the 40, covered up near the 38-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. As methodically moving down the field are the Independence Mustangs. Winter in on the stop as well with Lee. 1st down and 10, 38-yard line, 3:43 left till halftime. It is a 14-7 Independence lead. 2 receivers right side, single receiver to the near side left. McMillan wing right. Holt in the shotgun. And Jewell to his right. Holt sweeping right side on the keeper. Runs to the 35-yard line. And down he goes at the 30-yard line. Wise reeled him in there. A gain of 8.
Holt is a very physical runner. When he gets out in the open field and cuts up field, you better be ready for a punishing blow, because he's going to lower his shoulder and let you know that he's there.
2nd and 2 from the 30-yard line. Holt in the shotgun. 2 receivers left. Single receiver right. Holt will sweep to the left side. Lunging forward. Down he goes near the 32-yard line. Zach Lee reeled him in as if he was fishing on Brushy Creek. A loss of 2.
Good pursuit though by Zach Lee. Made a good read on the play and came upfield and wasn't scared to make the open field tackle.
Independence 4 of 5 on 3rd downs. 3rd and 4 from the 32, but this is 4-down territory. 2 receivers right, single receiver left. Holt in the shotgun from the left hash. Give is to Jewell off the left side. Has a hole, exploits it. He's inside the 30 and down he goes near the 27-yard line. Sean Schindler, Dominic Mueller brought him down, but a gain of 5 yards and a 1st down for Independence, who's just moving the football awfully well. 13th play of the drive upcoming. They're up 14-7. 2 receivers right side, single receiver left, football on the left hash. McMillan, wing back right. Holt now in the pistol with Jewell behind him. Jewell gets the handoff, runs the left side, has a hole, exploits it, bounces it outside the numbers and gets dragged down. At the 18-yard line, Sean Schindler, the man that brought him down.
Yeah, we got to limit ourselves on 1st down to give up, big yardage like that. It definitely puts you in a difficult situation on defense when you give up 8-9 yards of play on 1st down.
Minute 50 to play till halftime. 14-7 Independence. 2nd and 1 from the 18. 2 receivers right, single receiver left. Holt in the shotgun. Jewell to his right. McMillan wing back right side. Football on the left hash. Holt takes the snap off the right side. Gets dragged down near the 19-yard line. Somebody got in on an ankle tackle, and that was Brent Schaefer who dragged him down near the line of scrimmage. They're going to mark him at the 18, so it's 3rd down and about a yard upcoming. Independence 5 of 6 on 3rd down conversions. 3rd and a yard from the 17. Give to Holt, or Holt keeps it right side, and he'll make the 15-yard line and get knocked back from there. 1st down, and this is what you call smash mouth football being played out there tonight, Zach.
Yeah, I'd agree, Darren. And we got a minute 07 left on the clock here. We gotta come up with a big stop here.
First down at 10, 15-yard line. Holt keeping it right side. Stood up on the far side numbers and knocked down at the 13-yard line. Paul Strand was first to the football on secondary run support. Holt stopped for a gain of 2, and Independence will take a timeout. It's their first timeout of the half. 53 seconds left in the half. Again, coming up to halftime, we'll have conversation and get an update on Decorah boys and girls cross country with Christy Nimrod and with Brad Johansson. Coming up tomorrow on FM 100.5, it's Iowa and Iowa State. Pregame 1:30, kickoff set for 3:30. On this frequency tomorrow, Hunter Jurgen and I will have the play-by-play as the Luther College Norse have their home opener. They take on St. Olaf 12:50 for the pregame and 1 o'clock for the kickoff. So it'll be a 2nd and 8 from the 13-yard line. 14-7 Independence. This is their third drive. The first time they got the football via something besides a turnover. And the bottom line is that didn't affect this offense from an efficiency standpoint at all.
No, not at all, Darren. They've moved the ball down the field very well, and they're showing that they can eat time off the clock too. They're not just they might be quick hitter on the plays, but they're not quick hitter on scoring touchdowns.
Independence, I believe, has yet to throw the football tonight. 2nd and 8 from the 13. Football right or far side hash. Give to Jewell left side. Finds a hole, exploits it. He gets to the 10 and gets obliterated at the 7 by Zach Lee, but Jewell able to get 6 before he did, and it's 3rd down and 2 from the 7. Quickly up to the line of scrimmage, Independence. Football on the left hash. Give to Jewell left side. Plowing ahead to near the 5. Wrestled down right there. And it looks like Independence will get a first down, and I believe they're going to take a timeout after that. Bradley Corrigan, the man that brought down Jewell, a gain of 2 yards, and actually it is going to be 4th down. So a bit of a decision here for Coach Poots here on the near side. Independence has not called a timeout. 29.9 seconds to play here in the second quarter. It's 14-7 Independence. Independence did call the timeout. They have not kicked a field goal yet this season. And the way they're moving the football, you might as well go for it, but time does become a bit of a concern for you.
Yeah, I guess if I was in that coach's situation, they've been moving the ball pretty well. I guess I'd put my offense out of there on the field. I don't know how good their kicker is, but I'm sure he has more trust in that starting quarterback than he does in their kicker.
West Delaware leading Waverly Shellrock 13-6. They're early in the second quarter in that ball game. Independence 27 plays, and they have yet to throw the football. 4th and 1 from the 6-yard line. Football on the left hash, 3 receiver set. Holt takes the snap, rolling to his right side, being chased by Garrett Wise. He turns the corner, he's inside the 5, and he's knocked to the sideline at the 3-yard line. They will get the first down. Wise, Strand, and Ralph in on the stop. And Independence will take their final timeout with 24 seconds left here in the first half.
Did they take the timeout or not?
They weren't going to take the timeout, but the head linesman ruled that the progress was stopped inbounds, and that forced Independence to take the timeout.
Okay.
So 1st and goal it will be at the Decorah 3-yard line. Drive started at the Independence 25-yard line. 24 seconds left in the half there, Mary.
Sorry.
We got to help out Mary because she makes us look smart. So totaling up the plays on the drive, this will be play number 20 of the drive.
Wow. That's if you can put together a 20 play drive and get 6 points out of it, then that's pretty methodical.
Independence or walk on leading Crestwood 28-0 second quarter in that game. Try to get some scores at halftime to go along with our conversation with the cross-country coaches. Right hash mark, 1st and goal at the 3. 2 receivers right, single receiver off to the left is Pink. McMillan, wing back right. Holt in the shotgun. Jewell to his right. Holt will take the snap. Pop flies to the left side. Going for Pink. Knocked away. Incomplete. A flag is going to be thrown. Dallas Mott never turned and looked for the football, and that's what they're going to get on Pink. It's going to be a 1st and goal from about the 1.5 yard line, but if you're beaten in that situation, you might as well get the penalty. It really doesn't hurt anything.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't hurt anything, and I think that maybe gain a 1.5 yards on the play. That's actually not a bad penalty. If you knew you were going to get beat, that's not a bad penalty at all.
1st and goal at the 1.5 yard line. Football on the right hash mark. To the left side will go Nick Steger and Colin Butzloff. To the far side right will be Spencer Pink. Holt will be in the shotgun. Jewell to his left, and McMillan will stand in front of Jewell on the left side of the line. Holt will take the snap. He has time. Again, he throws the left side. It's caught. Touchdown. Colin Butzloff on a touchdown reception with 16 seconds left here in the first half. And Independence goes up 20-7. 20 plays 75 yards. And it took 6:49 off the clock. And Independence does get the football to start the second half as well. Mark Thompson on for the PAT out of the hold of Holt. Snap, spot, kick, up. Good. 16 seconds left in the half. And Independence is up by a 21-7 margin. That's just pretty darn impressive right there.
That was very impressive. They were basically mistake-free the whole time, and that definitely helps out when you can be mistake-free, no holding penalties, fumbles or of that sort. So when you can do that and put together a 20-some play drive and put 6 points up on the board, that gives a lot of confidence not only to your offense but to your defense, because they're ready to go out there and get the ball back.
So Decorah will have one more chance here in the first half. Again, Independence will get the football to start the second half. Independence scored 14 points off of 2 Decorah turnovers in the first half. Nick Holt has been involved in both a 67-yard touchdown run and a 13-yard touchdown run. Holt to Butzloff for the touchdown reception. For Holt, that's touchdown pass number 3, and he's been involved in 11 touchdowns in 3 weeks, 7 on the ground, 3 through the air, and he had a pick 6 last week against North Fayette Valley. Good player.
Very good player.
Understatement of this broadcast to this point. Here's a short pop-up kick on the near side. It's going to go out of bounds at the 41-yard line. Adam Hovden was under it, and it's going to go out of bounds at the 41. Decorah should be able to get the ball at the 41-yard line instead of the 35-yard line. As Independence, I figured that might be a decent time to try something like that.
Yeah, definitely. If the ball would have been kicked beyond the 35-yard line, and then it comes back to the 35-yard line, if I'm not correct. Right?
You have an option of re-kicking, taking it at the 35, or taking it where the ball goes out of bounds, and the officials enforced it 100% correct, as you would expect. First down at 10, 41-yard line for Decorah, 16 seconds left in the half. Steffen under center will take the snap. He's under pressure. He fires over the middle, and it's incomplete and nearly intercepted. A diving attempt was made by the defensive back, Cyrus Butters, on the near side. Numbers at the Independence 40-yard line. Second down and 10 upcoming. 41-yard line and 10 seconds left here in the half. Independence playing their safeties 20 yards off the line of scrimmage. Bauer and Dawson Meyer to the left. Football on the right or near side hash mark. Taking the snap. Steffen dropping back to throw. Steffen airing it out deep down the left side. Going for his man Bauer, and it's knocked away incomplete as Bauer had to knock it away from Butzloff, really. Outside the numbers far side at the Independence 30. Third down upcoming with 3 seconds left here in the half. 3rd and 10 from the Decorah 41-yard line. Independence up 21-7, a touchdown pass and 2 touchdown runs from Nick Holt. 14 points off turnovers for Independence. Decorah had their lone touchdown on a Steffen 2-yard touchdown run. Dallas Mott to the far left side. Wingback left is Bauer. And it looks like Decorah is just going to take a knee here. And Steffen will go down to one knee, and we'll call this one a half. 21-7, Independence. Mistakes, story of the first half once again, Zach.
Yeah, definitely. You when you have a good drive going like that, like we did in our first series, and you fumble the ball. Granted, that he was fighting for extra yardage, but that's just more of a point that when you're fighting for extra yardage, you really gotta hold on to the ball and don't put the ball on the ground. Basically, that it sounds simple, but that's the story of the first half.
21-7, Independence leads it at the halfback with Christy Nimrod and Brad Johansson after we hear from Dr. Kelly Reagan Chiropractic and the good folks at Decorah Tire Service. Well as Mason Wood. Here's the approach by Lane. Comes down to the far side, numbers at the 10. It was Davis that took it there. He's to the 15, to the 20, to the 25. Breaks the tackle across the 30 to the 35 and covered up at the 38-yard line. Parker Lane, the kicker, down on coverage. Help came from Drake Bauer, but a nice return by Davis, giving Independence good field position. Once again, Independence has controlled that statistic as well as that's kind of been another story of these first three games of the season. Viking defense has been back on the heels due to some lousy field position by the opponents, or defensively, I should say, for Decorah. Left to right go the Mustangs. First and 10, 37-yard line. Holt takes the snap. He's going to roll to his right. He's looking to sweep upfield. He gets brought down on the near side numbers, the right side numbers, by Tim Winter at the 41, but another solid gain of 4 yards on first down. 2nd and 6 upcoming from the 41. Spencer Pink to the far side left. Butzloff and Steger to the near side right. Holt will be in the shotgun. Jewell to his right. McMillan will be in front of Jewell on the right side of the line. 5-man front for Decorah. Holt will take the snap. He'll give to Jewell. Runs the left side. He's hit by Garrett Wise. Dragged down near the 45-yard line. There's a the clock is stopped by the head linesman, but it wasn't supposed to be, but Jewell able to get 4 yards on the play, so 3rd down and 2. It will be Independence 6 of 8 on 3rd down conversions. Football in the center of the field, left to right go the Mustangs. Here is Holt taking the snap, keeping it off the right side. He's going to get the first down, brought down between the numbers and the hash mark near the 50-yard line, and body on body, Independence just covering up everybody, and it's basically linebackers and secondary men that have to fill.
Yeah, and another thing I'll give credit to the Independence backs is when they make contact, they're not falling backwards; they're falling forwards on every play, and that's something that the defense is going to have to rise to the occasion and make a stop.
1st and 10 from the 50-yard line. Give to Jewell up the middle. This time he's cut down at the line of scrimmage. In fact, behind the line of scrimmage at the 48-yard line in Independence territory. Cole Headington and Colin Tweeten combine on the stop, a loss of 2.
Got a good job there. Did a good job of the defensive linemen getting in the backfield. Not only getting in the backfield, they didn't get too far upfield, but they were there to to see and recognize the play and made the tackle.
2nd and 12 from the 48-yard line. Taking the snap is Holt. He'll roll to his left side, sets his feet, fires deep down the left side. The catch is made by Colin Butzloff down to the 25-yard line, brought down by Dallas Mott on the far side numbers. It is a gain of 27 and a first down. 1st and 10 from the Decorah 25. 2 minutes into the second half. 21-7 Independence. Holt takes the snap, rolling to his right side, looking to keep it. Bounces right to the outside. Outside the numbers across the 20 and knocked out of bounds by Dawson Meyer at the 19-yard line. And Holt 2 plays back. That's what makes him a dangerous football player. They've been shoving it down Decorah's throat, but he can complete a lot of passes too.
Yeah, definitely, and that was a pretty well thrown pass and in the right place for the receiver to make the catch.
Right hash, 2nd and 4 from the 19-yard line. Holt takes the snap, gives to Jewell, finds a hole, exploits it off the left side. He's inside the 15, down he goes at the 14-yard line. It'll be a first down and a gain of 5 yards. Colin Tweeten, the man that brought him down, help came from Dominic Mueller. 1st and 10 it will be from the 14-yard line. Give to Jewell left side. Tried to bounce it a hole outside left and gets dragged down right near the line of scrimmage. Colin Tweeton and Garrett Wise as well as Mueller there on the play. Gain of 0, second down. Tweeton, one of the first guys from the defensive line making plays on running plays there, Zach.
Yeah, he's getting upfield and making the read. And
2nd and 10 from the 14, rolling out to his right side. Holt lost the pass to the end zone, wide open. Butzloff, touchdown. Butzloff beat the coverage of Dawson Meyer. 2nd touchdown pass of the night for Holt. And it's a 27-7 lead for Independence with 9:06 to play in the third.
After this extra point out, just a little something I think that the people listening need to maybe hear here. Extra point coming up here.
63 yards, 9 plays. Holt will hold for the PAT by Thompson. It is up. It is good. It is 28-7 Independence with 9:06 to play in the third. And we'll take a break for the A&J Petersburg Agency Insurance and Real Estate. Welcome back to Independence. 63 yards, 9 plays, 2:54 off the clock. Independence up by 3 scores. They'll give the football back to Decorah with 9:06 to play in the third. The point you were going to make after that last touchdown.
They had 2 receivers split to the right side there on that touchdown pass, and the one cornerback for Decorah realized that it wasn't going to his player. At that point, you gotta make a play on the ball or start breaking towards the ball and go intercept that pass. He would. Obviously, the people listening don't see how close he was, but he was very close to making that play, and he could have made a play on the ball.
Zach Harris kicks it deep. Good hang time to it. John Will Jenkins makes the catch outside the numbers at the 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. John Will across the 35. He's to the 40. Up the far side numbers and gets dragged down at the 47-yard line. Best kick return of the season for Decorah. John Will Jenkins brought down by Tanner Erickson Dale at the 47, and it's a return of 37 yards.
Yeah, John Will made I've only seen him in on a couple special teams play. Gets in there and makes the best of it and gets a good return.
1st and 10, 47-yard line, right to left go the Vikings. They trail it 28-7. Mott right, Bauer wing right, tight end left, Tweeton, split backs Wise and Lee. Steffen takes, gives to Lee, left side, has a hole, exploits it inside the 50, and down he goes to the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 6 yards. Drew Davis in on the stop.
Once again, we see our offense moving the ball. We just got to take care of the ball on offense, and I think we're going to see a result in the end.
You can keep the Indy offense off the field by being effective, too. That might be just as important. 2nd and 4 from the 47. I formation with Wise and Lee. Split to the left side. Dawson Meyer, wing left. Bauer, tight end right. Tweeton give to Wise. Right side behind Lee's blocking. He runs to the 40. He's inside the 35 and knocked back from the 35-yard line. Nick Holt was trying to strip the football as he dragged down Wise after a gain of 11 and a first down for Decorah.
Once again, an awesome job up front by our offensive lineman. You could have drove a car through that hole, and Garrett made the best of it. You just got to make sure you cover out the ball. They're going for the strip every time they get him stood up.
8:12 to play, third quarter. Independence up 28-7. 1st and 10, 35-yard line. Vikes right to left. Football in the center of the field. Ben Duggar over the football. Splitting to the left side is Dallas Mott. Wing left is Drake Bauer. Tight end right, Colin Tweeton. I formation, Zach Lee, Garrett Wise. Cole Steffen under his center. Duggar facing a 5-man front. Takes the snap off. Play action. Has time. Throws deep down the right side. Going for Tweeton. Makes the catch. Inside the 15. Shoved to the sideline. They're going to mark him inside the 10 at the 6. It'll be a first down and a gain of 30 yards. Nick Holt shoved him to the sideline.
That was great protection there by the offensive line. That we picked up everybody, all the blitzers, and we picked them up. Colin Tweeton ran an awesome flag route there at the tight end position, and Cole made an awesome pass. 1st
and goal at the 6-yard line, right hash. I formation, Lee and Wise. Wing left, Bauer, split to the left side. Meyer, tight end right is Colin Tweeton. Give is to Wise off the right side, bouncing right to the outside, hit near the 5, keeps the legs moving, fighting towards the goal line, gets knocked back from the 1. Good effort run by Garrett Wise. 4 Independence defenders knock him back after a gain of 5 yards.
I think right there you just see Garrett Wise, a senior, is going to take the team under his belt and is going to put it on the line for him and making that little extra effort.
Second and goal from the 1-eye formation. Right hash mark. Split to the left side is Mott. Wing left is Bauer. Tight end right is Tweeten. Steffen takes, gives to Wise. Left side. He is in. Touchdown. The first career touchdown for Garrett Wise. It's 28-13. Independence with 7:08 to play in the third.
As we see in there, if we take care of the ball, I don't think moving the ball in this Independence defense is I'm not going to say going to be easy, but it shows that we can move the ball, and we just got to take advantage of it.
Lane for the PAT. Adam Hovden is your snapper, and the holder will be Paul Strand. Swinging gate from the left hash mark to the center of the field. Snap, spot, kick. It is up, and it is good. 28-14 Independence. 7:08 to play here in the third quarter of play. Let's take a break for Henning Construction. 7:08 to play, third quarter, 28-14. Independence leading Decorah. Independence has had the ball 4 times. They've scored all 4. Now it's time for the defense to have the offenses back, vice versa from what we've seen the first couple of weeks.
Yeah, right here, when the defense is going to come on the field here, this is where you pull your your chin straps tight, and it's time to come out and put everything you got on the line, and your offense can move the ball. So if you can get a stop, you got something going for in your way.
Drew Davis on the far side, Mason Wood on the near side to field the kick of Zach Lee. I believe this will be Zach's first kickoff of the season. I take that back.
Second,
He kicked off twice, and he put one in the end zone. Here's the approach by Lee and the kick. This one is deep. It will go over the head of Mason Wood, who comes out a yard deep. That should be a touchback. Wood is out across the 20 and wrestled down by Adam Hovden at the 20-yard line. How the white hat right on the goal line didn't see that is beyond me, but nonetheless, it's 1st and 10 from the 20, right where Independence would have had the football. Anyway, 1st and 10. Call it just beyond the 20-yard line with 7:01 to play here in the third. 28-14 Independence. Viking defense looking for its first stop of the night. Left to right go the Mustangs. Cluster of 3 receivers to the right side. Off to the left is Spencer Pink. Holt in the shotgun. Jewell to his right. 5-man front for Decorah. Holt takes the snap. Rolling to his right side. Gets by Schindler on the flank. Angling right to the 25 and is chased to the sideline by Dallas Mott at the 30. Holt able to get 9. And Vikes didn't keep contained on the left edge that time.
Yeah, we had a person come in late there that came down on the defensive front, and I think we're just a little bit confused. But that we can't have that when we're playing a good team like this that can move the ball.
2nd and 1 from the 30-yard line. Holding the shotgun, cluster of 3 receivers to his right, and Jewell will go out of the backfield in motion to the left side. Holt will take the snap. Option left side. It's a shovel pass, rather. It's caught by McMillan. He's angling left at the 30 and dragged down by Garrett Wise at the 36-yard line. It'll be a first down. And that's the first catch of the season for Matt McMillan, an H-back who does a heck of a job blocking and providing pass for Jewell and Holt.
Yeah, the number 30 has done a good job all night as far as making holes up front for his quarterback and running back.
1st and 10, 36-yard line, left hash. Holt will take the snap, rolling to his right side. He's going to keep it, angling right at the 37, tries to elude a defender and gets hammered down to the turf on the near right hash by Dallas Mott. They're going to mark him at the 40, but another 4-yard gain for Nicholas Holt, a 3-year starter for Independence, and it's paying off for the Mustangs here.
Yeah, that looked like the same formation, just on the flip the field, and the quarterback kept that time instead of shuffling it.
6:10 to play in the third, 28-14 Independence. 2nd and 6 from the 40. Holt will take the snap. He'll give to Jewell. Plows off the left guard. Up the hash mark across the 40 to the 43. Jewell gets 3. First contact Wise. 3rd and 3 upcoming, but Independence has been outstanding on third downs, 7 for 9. They're up 28-14, halfway point, third quarter. 2 receivers right, single receiver left. Holt takes the snap, sneaks it up the middle. He'll get to the 35-yard line, keeps moving forward, and he'll get close to first down yardage. Cyric Nelson in on the stop. Help came from Tyler Flack up front. It'll depend on the spot of the football. They'll mark him at the 46, and they will measure. That was just a good job of a push off the right side of that offensive line, which is Luke House and Samuel Rathbun. A lot of those guys up front have been starting 2 and 3 years for Independence, and that experience is paying off.
That definitely, when you guys have kids that are, played as sophomores and then played as juniors and now are seniors, and it definitely helps out. That your confidence going into a game is a lot better, and it's showing that here tonight.
1st and 10, 46-yard line after the measurement with 5:36 to play in the third. Indy's offense yet to be stopped tonight. Nick Holt, 2 touchdown runs and 2 touchdown passes to Colin Butzloff. Decorah with a Wise and Steffen touchdown run. Indy has 14 points off of turnovers. They lead at 28-14. Right hash, 1st and 10 from the Independence 46. Butzloff in motion right to left. Give to Jewell left side. He'll move ahead to the 48-yard line and runs into big Chris Sherman and who wrestles him back at the 48, a gain of 2.
Yeah, nice job there of, plugging up the hole and, wrapping up on first contact and getting other teammates there and making that stop for only a 2-yard gain.
2nd and 8 from the 48. Butzloff and Steger to the near side right. Pink off to the left. Holt in the shotgun. Jewell to his left. McMillan on a wing left side. Butzloff in motion right to left. He'll get the handoff, and he fell down as he got the handoff, and down he went at the 46-yard line. I don't know if he was the intended recipient of the handoff, but it's a loss of 2. 3rd down upcoming.
I know we talked about it on the way here. Sometimes you need a little bit of luck, and that little bit of luck turned into a 3rd and long here. Hopefully we can correct it.
3rd and 10 from the 46. 2 receivers left side. Single receiver right is Pink. McMillan wing left. Holt in the pistol with Jewell behind him. Holt takes the snap. Has plenty of time. He'll throw down the left side. Overshot. Steger incomplete, who had beaten the coverage of Dawson Meyer outside the numbers at the Decorah 35. And, hey, Independence has a punter, and he's on the field now.
Come on, are you making fun of punters now, or is that just saying that the punter's on the field?
I'm just happy he gets to participate tonight.
Okay.
And the punter actually is Nick Holt, so that's something to keep in mind in this situation.
I'm sure Coach Rollinger has gone over that numerous times with the guys in the scouting report this week.
John Will Jenkins, Zach Lee back deep to field the punt of Nick Holt. Snap back in good shape. He'll move forward. He'll get the kick away. It's off the side of his foot, and he'll go out of bounds in the vicinity of the 35-yard line. So the Vikes get a stop with 4:23 to play in the third quarter. The punt only goes 19 yards, and decent field position for Decorah as well. 4:23 to play here in the third. 28-14 Independence.
It'd be nice to see Decorah, the offense take care of the ball. I'd like to see him use all 4 minutes and 23 seconds off the clock here in the third quarter, get a touchdown, go into the fourth quarter with a lot of confidence, get another stop on defense, and see where it puts us.
Right to left go the Vikings. Dallas Mott to the left side. Wing left is Bauer. Tight end right is Tweeten. Football on the left hash. High formation in the backfield. Give to Zach Lee, plowing off the right side. Gets to the 37-yard line. Matt McMillan in on the stop, gain of 2. 2nd and 8 upcoming for Decorah, trailing 28-14 with 4:08 to play in the third. Up to the line of scrimmage comes the Vikings. To the left side, Dawson Meyer. Wing left is Bauer. Tight end at right side, Schindler this time. Lee and Wise in a straight eye formation facing a 4-man Independence front. Give off the left side to Wise. Has a hole exploits at 40, 50, near sideline 40. Wrestled to the sideline by Colin Butzloff at the 35-yard line in Independence territory. It is a gain of 28 and a first down for the Vikings. Longest run, I believe, of the season for Decorah right there. 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line. Football on the left hash. To the right side, Mott. Wing right is Bauer. Tight end left, Schindler. High formation with Wise and Lee. 5-man front for Independence. Football on the left hash. Off play action. Steffen has time. Lofts the pass to the right side. Going for Bauer, incomplete. He's covered by Butzloff. And Joel Rollinger complaining for a pass interference call that time, as Butzloff had the jersey of Bauer, but the flag stayed in the pocket. 2nd down. 3:28 to play in the third. 28-14 Independence. Decorah Second and 10 from the Independence 35. Meyer to the right side, Bauer wing right. Tight end left, Schindler, I formation with Wise and with Lee. Steffen takes the snap, option right side, makes a late pitch to Wise, making the catch at the 40, who drops the football, but he gets back on top of it outside the 40 at the 42-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 and a third down and long for Decorah. It wasn't a turnover, but not what you needed on second and 10.
No, not at all. I think it was a good read by Cole. He made the right read. Just got to, catch the ball and get upfield.
Third and 17 from the 42. Independence will take a timeout. 2:55 to play in the third as they were shifting personnel, and one guy was a little late getting to the sideline. 2:54 to play in the third. It is a 28-14 lead for Independence. This for Dental Associates. 2:54 to play third quarter. 28-14 Independence. Decorah will have a third down and 17 from the 42-yard line. The Vikings are 4 of 6 on third downs on the night, but this by far their toughest opportunity.
If you pick up 8, 9, 10 yards on this play, you think it's fourth down territory, Darren?
I'd imagine.
Yeah,
I think it might be right now either way. Decorah up to the line of scrimmage. To the left side, Spencer Bowman. Wing left is Bauer. Tight end right, Schindler. Split backs with Rohr and with Lee. Football on the right or far side, hash mark. Steffen takes the snap, counter coming to Bauer, right side. Hole off the right side, inside the 40, tripped up. It was Colin Butzloff, the man that tripped him up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 7, and it's fourth down. Decorah keeping the offense on the field. 4th and 10 it will be from the 35-yard line with 2:30 to play here in the third. 28-14 the score. Independence on top. Bauer and Meyer to the right side. I formation with Wise and Lee. Tight end left is Schindler. Football on the right hash. Schraube to throw is Steffen. Screen pass left side. Catch made by Schindler at the 35. He is hit and down he goes. At the 32-yard line, the tackle to Mason Wood. It is a gain of 3. Decorah needed 7. And with 2:14 to play in the third, the Mustangs will get the football back up 28-14.
When Garrett Wise had that long run there in that last possession, I see him come back to huddle. There wasn't much excitement. You got to be, you got to get excited about good plays like that when you have the opportunity to have them, and I didn't see that.
First and 10, 32-yard line. Holt in the shotgun. Jewell split to his left this time. Holt takes the snap, throws over the middle. Catch is made by Steger across the 45 to the 49-yard line in Independence territory. Zach Lee brings him down. A gain of 17 and a first down. Indy quickly to the line of scrimmage with 2:05 to play here in the third. Holt takes the snap, keeping it off the right end with Jewell out in front. And he is dragged down from behind at the 48-yard line in front of the Independence bench by Tim Winter. It's a gain of 3 yards. 2nd and 7 upcoming from the 48-yard line. Halftime, West Delaware leading Waverly Shellrock 20-13. $1:55 to play here in the third quarter. Independence trying to beat Decorah for the first time in school history. Holt will take the snap. He'll give to Jewell. Finds a hole off the left side inside the 40, and down he goes. It was a shirt tail tackle of Sean Schindler that brought him down at the 40 after a gain of 8 yards.
Yeah, it looked like the defensive line had a stunt there, and just that happens once in a while.
1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. Holt gives to Jewell off the left side. He is brought down right at the 37-yard line. Colin Tweeten brought him down as he tried the left side. Gain of 3 on the play. 2nd down and 7 upcoming. All but one Independence drive has reached Decorah territory, and they have no 3-and-outs tonight. 2nd and 7 from the 37-yard line. Holt takes the snap, keeps it up the middle, gets dragged down by Tim Winter down to the 32-yard line. A gain of 5 for Nicholas Holt. It's 3rd and 2 upcoming. Indy 8 of 11 on third down, Zach.
when you're 8 of 11 on third down, you're probably going to win quite a few ball games that you play.
3rd and 2 from the Decorah 32. Vikings Radio 1240 KDC. Decorah give to Holt off the left side, and he gets brought down by an open field tackle by Sean Schindler. He lost the football, but they ruled his progress had stopped at the 32. Gain of 0, 4th down upcoming for Independence.
Big 4th down here.
We're inside of 40 seconds to play in the third quarter. Independence up 28-14. 4th and 2 from the 32. 2 receivers right, single receiver left. Holt in the shotgun. Off to his right is Jewel. McMillan stands in front of Jewel. Dropping a throw is Holt.
Yes!
Pass is right side, and it gets knocked down by Tim Winter at the 30-yard line. So Decorah gets their 2nd consecutive stop and will get the football back with 23 seconds left here in the third quarter. It's 28-14 Independence.
You know, going back to the last offensive series that we had, it just shows how important it is to score touchdowns when you get the ball on offense, because you get a turnover like that on a 4th down stop, and you get the ball back here, and if you scored last possession, you're going for a tie ball game right now.
1st and 10, 32-yard line, right to left goes Decorah. Split backs, wing left, split left. Stephen takes, gives to Lee. Looks for a gap off the right side, finds one out to the 35-yard line. Gain of 3 on the previous play. And Peyton Nolting, the man that brought him down. 11 seconds to play here in the third quarter, and it appears the quarter will come to an end. 28-14 Independence. As we go to the fourth quarter, let's take a break for Burning Rock Products and Rockweiler Appliance and TV. 28-14 Independence as we start the fourth quarter. Party Rock is in the house, and Decorah will have a 2nd and 7 from the Decorah 34-yard line.
You know, I'll give credit to Independence here. It's nice to see them have a big crowd out here. After the way their football program had been for quite a while, and it's good to see them have a good crowd out here.
2nd and 7 from the Decorah 34-yard line. Stephen takes pitch to Wise, right side, gets a block from Winter, runs to the 40, up the numbers, dragged down at the 43-yard line by Nick Holt. Wise gets 8 to a 1st and 10 for Decorah. Decorah down 2 scores here at the start of the fourth quarter, but the offense, this by far the best you've seen play per play in the first 3 games.
Yeah, definitely. They've been getting good yardage on first down, and on their run plays. They've shown that they can move the ball.
1st and 10, 42-yard line, right near hash mark as the Vikes go left to right. I formation, split left, wing left. Give to Wise behind Lee, left side, runs to the 45. He's to the 50, far sideline, 40. Speeds to the 35, 30. He's to the 20, 15, 10, 5, and gets tripped up. Drew Davis trips him up. They'll mark him at the 1-yard line. Wise with a gain of 57, 1st and goal, Decorah.
Garrett Wise he's really I would say he's stepped up big tonight as far as showing that he can be the guy that you can count on to run the ball. That was a great run there, a little bounce outside, and showed great speed getting upfield. 15
carries, 150 yards for Wise. Roar in for him. He's part of a split back tandem with Zach Lee. 1st and goal at the 1 left hash. Give to Zach Lee off the right side, lunging to the goal line and gets knocked back from the 1. He got denied the goal line by Mason Wood, amongst others. 2nd and goal upcoming. It's the first career 100-yard game for Garrett Wise. 10:50 to play, 28-14 Independence. 2nd and goal from the 1-yard line. Football on the left or far side hash mark. Dawson Meyer split left. Drake Bauer wing left. Tight end right, Colin Tweeten. Jacob Rohr and Zach Lee split behind Steffen. Bauer in motion left to right. Give to Lee once again. No, Steffen's going to keep, and he gets into the end zone for the score. Vikes pull within 8 with 10:30 to play.
Good there, good fake on the ride there to the fullback Zach Lee. Made all those defenders collapse down in, and Steffen was able to walk in on a little belly play. 68 yards, 5 plays, minute 53 off the clock. Parker Lane for the PAT. Out of the hold of Paul Strand and out of the snap of Adam Hovden. Snap, spot, kick. It is up and no good. He missed it to the far or left side. 10:30 to play,
28-20 Independence. And let's take a break for Hovden Oil. Kicking left to right will be Zach Lee. Cole Steffen, 2 touchdown runs tonight. Garrett Wise with 1. Wise 15 carries, 150 yards, a career high for him. It's 28-20 Independence, 10:30 to play in the game. Zach Lee kicks it deep. It comes down to Mason Wood at the 5, far side hash, to the 10 to the 15, running left. He's to the 20, turns it up the numbers, and Adam Hovden says no further on the near side numbers at the 24-yard line. Hovden doing some nice things on special teams tonight.
Yeah, not only tonight, but he's done a great job all year covering kickoffs. I know in the last game he was the first one down there and made the tackle, so a credit to him to take pride in special teams, because you need you need those type of players too.
First and 10, 24-yard line. Right to left go the Mustangs, up 28-20 with 10:23 to play. 2 receivers right, single receiver left. Taking the snap is Holt. He'll give off to Jewell, left side. Runs between the numbers and the hash mark. Brought down at the 29, gain of 5. Garrett Wise back in. He gets the tackle after a 5-yard gain. Wise has been in a heck of a lot of plays defensively tonight as well. 2nd and 5 from the 29. 2 receivers right, single receiver left. Holt in the shotgun, Jewell to his right. Holt takes the snap, gives to Jewell, runs up the middle, sliding up the hash mark, gets to the 35-yard line. He'll be close to a first down. In fact, he'll have it at the 34-yard line. Jewell and Winter are fighting over the football, but the play had been blown dead. In fact, they're going to mark him at the 33, so it's a gain of 4. So a 3rd and 1 upcoming for Independence. Mustangs 8 of 12 on 3rd down conversions. 2 receivers right, single receiver left. Holt in the shotgun, Jewell to his left. Holt will take the snap, looks for an opening up the middle. Now cuts back to his right, runs across the 35 to the 40, and gets covered up by Tim Winter at the 43-yard line. It'll be a first down. Holt on a gain of 10 yards.
We had him stopped in the backfield, Darren, on a 2-yard loss, and we just got to keep him wrapped up and get the loss.
First and 10, 43-yard line, 9.5 minutes left, 28-20 Independence. Give to Jewell, left side. Tried to cut it back and gets knocked back from the 46-yard line. Winter and Sherman helping out. And the play was blown dead for some reason.
It's a generous spot.
And they are going to give Jewell 4 yards on the play. That head linesman likes to stop the clock unnecessarily a lot. 2nd down and 6 from the 47-yard line. Holt will take the snap. He'll retreat in the pocket, has time, throws down the right side. Great catch made by Butzloff. Outside the numbers at the 35. He moves ahead up the far sideline to the 30. It'll be a first down. Great pitch and catch against Paul Strand's coverage.
Yeah, I'll give Paul credit too. He turned around, saw the pass coming, but it was a back shoulder pass, and the receiver made the catch.
First and 10, Decorah 30-yard line, 8:40 to play. It is 28-20 Independence. Holt will take the snap. He'll give to Jewell. He runs off the right side and gets covered up at the 27-yard line. A gain of 3 yards. It was Headington in on the stop. Help came from the middle of the line, and Tyler Flack as well. 2nd and 6 from the 26. 8:17 to play. Indy up 8 points. 2 receivers right, single receiver left. Holt in the shotgun, Jewell to his right. Holt will take the snap. He'll run to his left side. He angles to the 25-20. He's to the 15. Gets the outside to the 10 to the 5. Touchdown. 3rd touchdown rushing on the night for Nicholas Holt. And with 8:02 remaining, it's a 34-20 lead for Independence. 76 yards, 7 plays. Taking 2:28 off the clock, and that's a pretty good answer to a drive that pulled Decorah within 1. Snap to Holt on the swinging gate. Option goes to Davis, and he'll throw it to the end zone, and it's caught for a 2-point conversion to the receiver, Mark Thompson.
Coach Post is absolutely going nuts on the sideline. I don't know if it was an illegal motion. He's just... I haven't seen him that livid on the sideline in a long time.
It was Wood to Thompson, the kicker, for the score. 8:02 remaining, and Independence is now up 2 scores and 2 extra points. It's 36-20 with 8:02 remaining. Let's take a break for Vic's Heating and Plumbing.
No, he wasn't.
Independence up 16 points with 8:02 remaining. Zach Harris will kick off from left to right. You must like this guy, a kicker named Zach.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Here's the approach and the kick. Coming down to John Will Jenkins, near side numbers at the 12, running to his left, east of the 15-20, across the 25 to the 30 and gets dragged down. At the 37-yard line, first down and 10 from that point for Decorah. And
John Will, he's showing that's awesome that a kid like that. I think this first year out for football, I think too. So that's awesome to see a kid getting a chance on special teams and making the most of it.
So Vikings trail by 16 points. First and 10, 37-yard line. Steffen under center, split backs with Wise and Lee. Steffen takes on a counter to the left side. Garrett Wise breaks the tackle at the line of scrimmage, gets covered up in the vicinity of the 37-yard line. Tackle credit will go to Cyrus Butters. Second down and 9 upcoming. Garrett Wise, first career 100-yard game for him, 16 carries, 151 yards. Second and 9 from the 38, 7:30 left. Independence up by 16. Under center is Steffen. Takes the snap, gives on a wingback sweep to Bauer. Bauer gets a nice block from Corrigan and gets hammered to the turf near the right side hash mark by Jake Jewell at the 44-yard line. And he got hammered to the turf pretty hard, and he's slow in getting up. And boy, oh boy, wingback has just been a cursed position for the Vikings this year. And now Doc Mayer is just kind of cramping, trying to work out a cramp with Bauer, and let's hope that's all it is.
Yeah, I've seen a couple, kids cramp up tonight, and with the temperatures being the way they are this week and the temperatures the way they were last week, if you hydrated well throughout the week, that shouldn't be happening.
It is 3rd and 4 from the 46 as they continue to work on Bauer. And 7:13 remaining in the game. It'll be a 3rd down and 4 upcoming. And just got a note from Coach Iverson. John Will was out for football in junior high. So.
Okay. Thanks, Coach Iverson. And
Coach.
He learned everything from you.
Well, I learned quite a bit from Randy.
I did
I learned
too.
how to announce from Randy.
Yeah. I'll be umpiring for him on Sunday, so that should be fun.
All right, 3rd down and 3 it'll be. Let's take a timeout here. 7:13 to play. 36-20 Decorah. Let's take a break for Vic's Heating and Plumbing. 3rd down and 3 it will be from the Decorah 44. Vikes trail at 36-20. 7:08 to play in the game. High formation, wing left, split left, tight end right. Colin Tweeten, football in the center of the field. Give to Garrett Wise, right side. Slips the defender in the backfield. Plows ahead and gets to the 47-yard line. Nick Holt, the man that brought him down. But Garrett's going to get close to a first down yardage, and he got the 4 yards that he got on his own. And he's been dealing with some cramping issues himself tonight. And that was just some flat-out 1-2. And bottom line, Garrett Wise is showing that 1-2 tonight as the sticks come in from the far side.
Yeah, definitely. He's showing that if his number's going to get called, that he's going to put everything he's got out on the line.
6:53 remaining, and the Vikes will be a little short. 6:53 remaining. The Vikes will be about a half a yard shy. 36-20 Independence, looking for their first ever win against Decorah and looking for their 8th win in their last 9 games. I mean, let's face it, there might not have been 5-year stretches where Independence won 8 football games maybe 5 to 10 years ago. And you got to credit the coaching staff selling it to the kids and the community just accepting what the coaching staff is putting forward and really getting kids to buy in. Without the community support, this isn't happening.
Yeah, definitely. And, looking at the sideline here at Independence sideline, they have the numbers of kids out here on the sideline. It's not that they got 23 or 24 players that bought in. It looks like they got 30 plus kids that are out for football.
4th and inches from the 47-yard line. Long count at the line by Stefan. He'll give to Wise off the left side. If he got anything, he's got the first down, and he gets about 2 yards as he's brought down by the middle of the Independence defense. Last off the pile, Luke House. So a gain of about 3 on the previous play. 1st and 10 for Decorah from the 48. 6.5 minutes remaining in this one. Independence up 36-20. To the left side, Spencer Bullman. Wingback on the left side now is Blake Schmelzer. Tight end right is Colin Tweeten. Lee and Wise split behind Stefan. Give to Zach Lee. Left side moves ahead to the 47-yard line in Independence territory. A gain of 5. Nick Holt in on the stop. And that's another thing about Holt. A lot of quarterbacks nowadays are only one-way players. This kid's been on the field virtually all night.
Yeah, and he looks like he's playing somewhat of a safety position. He's not afraid to come up and lay a hit on someone.
2nd and 5 it will be. Football resting at the Independence 47 with 5:44 remaining. Stefan gives to Wise, runs the right side. He runs across the 40 and gets covered up to the 38-yard line. Colin Butzloff, Drew Davis brought him down, but Wise able to get 9 on the play. Decorah has now run for 252 yards and has 315 yards of total offense. Independence 385.
Not necessarily a number you want on the defensive side of the ball for total offense for the other team.
Definitely not, and the 36 points as well. 5:19 to play here in the third, 36-20 Independence. Stefan takes the snap, has time, throws the right side, going for Tweeten, incomplete. Coverage provided by Mason Wood. Coverage provided by Cyrus Butters. 2nd down upcoming.
Got a hurt Viking over here on the Independence sideline.
5:12 remaining in the game as I believe
Colin Tweeten.
It is Tweeten. The Independence trainer taking care of the situation immediately, and Doc Mayer and Kelly Ruckert coming in from the far side. We talked about it during a break. Temperatures are cooler this week, and the temptation may be with the cooler temperatures to not hydrate like you would last week when it was 80 degrees and humid at kickoff, but sometimes that's a tough thing for human beings to accept, whether you're a high school athlete, whether you're out for your morning jog or your afternoon bike ride. That hydration should be mutually exclusive from the temperature outside.
Right, and you're still sweating when you're playing on the field, especially if you on a night like tonight, if you're playing both sides of the ball, you know that you're going to be tired and you're going to be sweating. So whether it's 80 degrees like it was last week or 60 degrees like it is tonight, you still have to preparation and hydrate.
5:12 remaining in the game. 36-20 Independence. 2nd and 10 from the Independence 38. Dawson Meyer to the left side. Schmelzer wingback left. Tight end right. Schindler eye with Wise and with Lee. Give to Wise. Hit in the hole off the right side at the 35. He'll move ahead to the 32-yard line. Brought down in the center of the field by Nick Holt. It's a gain of 6 yards for Garrett Wise. 3rd and 4 upcoming for Decorah. Wise, 20 carries, 170 yards. His previous career high was 75 against Waukon a year ago. 3rd and 4 it will be from the 32-yard line. Give to Wise once again, finds a gap, exploits it. He runs to the 25-yard line, wrestled down there by Mason Wood. A gain of 9. It'll be a first down for Decorah with 4:33 to play. And Independence just in a mode right now that they're willing to give up the nickel and dime stuff and just not willing to give up the big play.
Yeah, they got a lot of confidence on offense that when they take the field, they're gonna score points.
1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. Taking the snap is Stefan. He'll drop back to throw. Stefan with plenty of time. He'll throw the left side. Catch is made by Schindler at the far side. Numbers at the 12-yard line. Butzloff, the man that brought him down. Gain of 13 and a first down for Decorah.
That's Sean Sindelar in on at tight end there, isn't it not? Yeah, so nice pitch and catch there to Sean.
First career catch for him as they mark it at the 11, call it a gain of 14. 4 minutes to play, 36-20 Independence. Football on the left hash, I formation, wing left. Pitch goes to Garrett Wise around the right end, hit at the 15, cuts it up inside the 5. He's fighting inside the 5 and gets brought down at the 2. Wise almost with a touchdown run there, but Garrett able to get 9. Drew Davis finally finished him off. 2nd and 1 it will be, and Garrett Wise is just leaving it on the field tonight.
Yes, he is. He even, usually he's a pretty power back there, but he made some people miss on that play.
2nd and 1 from the 2-yard line. Steffen takes the snap, gives to Wise left side, fighting towards the goal line. Is he in? Nope, he gets knocked back. Decorah will get the first down with 3:16 to play. And in the middle of the line knocks back Wise after a gain of a yard. Decorah now up to 275 yards rushing. 187 for Wise. 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. I formation, wing left. Give is to Garrett right side. He
touchdown.
Is in, and it's a touchdown. Wise, a 2-touchdown night. The first 2 touchdowns of his career. And with 3:02 remaining, it's 36-26. Vikes forced to go for 2 here. Being down 16 points. Coach Post gives the play to Dawson Meyer, who tells it to Cole Steffen, who runs up to the line of scrimmage and tells his teammates.
Hurry up.
To the right side will go Meyer and Bauer. Split backs with Wise and with Lee. Independence is going to call a timeout.
I'm going to be honest with you, that might have helped us because I don't know if we were going to get the playoff in time.
Independence did have 11 players on the field. And Independence, according to the keen eyes of Mary Herman, said they called the timeout as soon as the play clock went to 0. So 3:02 remaining in the game, 36-26, and realistically the Vikes got to get this 2-point conversion. They do have all 3 timeouts remaining if you are able to get this. So
you kick it deep.
I'll leave that up to Coach Post. He's seen a bit more football than I have.
Me too.
We should say the freshmen got a victory tonight, and the sophomores got a victory last night up in Decorah. Some very good timekeeping in that sophomore game last night.
I'll be honest. I wasn't the best, but I sure tried.
Not bad for a rookie. We'll put it that way.
Sounds good.
You had to have been better than 25.
3:02 remaining in the game. 2-point attempt coming up for Decorah. Schmelzer to the right side as well as Meyer. Split backs in the backfield. Schindler tight end left side of the line. Steffen takes the snap. Has time. Fires over the middle and it's caught by Schindler at the back of the end zone for the 2-point conversion. Steffen to Schindler for the score. Vikes pull within 8 with 3:02 remaining. Let's take a timeout here for Hacker Nelson, CPAs and business consultants. (36-28). Decorah trailing Independence. Independence scoring 14 points off of turnovers. Nick Holt 3 touchdown runs and 2 touchdown passes on the night. Garrett Wise 2 touchdown runs and a 189-yard night for him. Independence is expecting an onside kick. Zach Lee is the kicker this time for Decorah, kicking off from left to right. His balancing skills aren't what they should be, but now he's got it balanced.
It's an art to set that ball up on the tee, Darren.
Do you deal with that at the Zach Hearn kicking camps?
Yeah, we do. We work on setting the ball on the tee.
Jake Crawford back deep in single safety as Lee is going to kick it deep. Crawford will make the catch at the 5. He drops it and picks it up again at the 3. He'll run to his left to the 10. Hit by Lane Ralph, and down he goes at the 7-yard line. Crawford on a return of only 4 yards. First down and 10 for Independence at their own 8.
See? Told you. The art of setting that ball up created that drop on the returner, and we get the ball starting on defense here. The ball's inside the 10.
2:55 remaining in the game. Independence right to left, up 8. First and 10 at the 8-yard line. Decorah with all 3 timeouts remaining. 2 receivers left, single receiver right. Holt takes the snap. Keep right side, out across the 10. He's protecting the football as he gets dragged down by Tim Winter and Sean Schindler at the 12. Gain of 4. Second down upcoming. Decorah will not take their timeout there. .230 remaining in the game. Independence milking the play clock as far as they can here. 2nd and 7 from the 13-yard line. 2 receivers left, single receiver right, and the late player getting on the field for Decorah as Holt will carry it up the middle across the 15 and will get out to the 20 and have the first down. Tim Winter in on the stop. Holt able to get 8 yards, and Independence will not have a 3-and-out on the night. 2:12 remaining in this one. 36-28 the score. 2 receivers left, single receiver off to the right. Holt in the shotgun, Jewell off to his left. McMillan will stand in front of Jewell off the left side. 5-man front for Decorah. And linebackers inching towards the line of scrimmage. Give to Holt off the right side, angling right. Turns the corner at the 20. Hit by Sean Schindler and covered up at the 27-yard line on the far side. Numbers. Holt able to get 7. Decorah will take a timeout with 1:42 remaining. And let's take our final break for Decorah Physical Therapy and Rehab. .142 left. 36-28 Decorah. With 102 seconds to play, Decorah down to 1 timeout remaining, it says on the scoreboard.
No, 2 for us.
Or 2, I'm sorry, I was looking at the home side. Give to hold up the middle, gets the first down and more across the 30, and down he goes near the 32-yard line on a gain of 4 yards. Wise, Schindler, Winter in on the stop. Decorah will take another timeout with 1:37 to play, and you're to the point now, barring a turnover, it might be academic.
Yeah. That when you know that you're getting down there and you're the guys out there on defense, especially on that last couple plays, when it's first down, you gotta make a stop there in the backfield. I know that's a lot easier said than done, but it helps you when you go to call that timeout. It's that much farther to go to get a first down, and then you have two more timeouts to use if you create 2nd and 10 or 2nd and 8. But that it's all a learning experience.
Independence 409 yards of total offense, 321 on the ground, 88 through the air. Decorah 353 of total offense, 276 on the ground and 77 through the air. First and 10 Independence at the 33-yard line, 1:37 left, and Decorah with 1 timeout remaining. Holt will take the snap. He'll give it to Jewell, who slips a defender in the backfield. He'll try the left side and gets covered up by Wise and Schindler at the 34. It's a gain of a yard. 1:27 to play, and Decorah will take their final timeout with 1:28 to play. West Delaware has taken a 33-13 lead over Waverly Shellrock. Next week, it's Western Dubuque back home to Viking Stadium, and the Vikings will still be looking for win number 1 on the season, barring something weird happening here. (36-28). Nick Holt has been everything as advertised. 3 touchdowns rushing and 2 touchdowns passing. Holt 217 yards rushing, 3 touchdowns, 6 of 8 passing, 88 yards, 2 touchdowns.
impressive.
Another understatement by Zach Curran. 2nd and 7 it will be from the 35-yard line. Vikes powerless to stop the clock as Holt takes the snap, runs off the left side, stood up at the 37 and knocked back from there. 1:20 left. Holt with over 200 yards, I believe, for the second time in 3 weeks. And they chop the play in with 1:08 remaining, so Independence can go down to about 43 seconds here. .54 seconds left in the game. 36-28 Independence. 2 receivers left, single receiver right. Holt will take the snap, keep it off the right side, bounces off defender, gets out of the 40 and gets covered up to the 44-yard line, and that'll do it. Holt gets a gain of 8 yards, and Nicholas Holt awfully close as they gave, I'm going to tell them, they gave him a terrible spot at the 42-yard line, and I think it's going to be shy of a first down.
That he was definitely
I thought he was
2 yards beyond that first down marker.
I know it's where the ball is when the knee is down, but I mean, granted this favors to Decorah, but that's an absolutely terrible spot because I mean we have a pretty good view of it right here. 39 seconds remaining, and basically Independence. Now they're in a little bit of a precarious position here. Do you go for it and try to get the yard? Do you risk something bad happening here and give Decorah great field position, down only 1 score of the game? Holt is their punter and their quarterback. They can milk the clock down to 14 seconds, so it may not matter. But nonetheless, that 4th down makes this thing a little bit more interesting.
Yeah, definitely. Looks like their coach is going to call timeout possibly here when the play clock gets down there and then make the decision from there.
Now, if you're a little closer to the goal line here, you probably think about perhaps taking a safety, but that makes it a 6-point game, so it'll be interesting to see. This is why coaches can't stay up at night. Decisions like this that they have to make. We can sit here and analyze and break it down and say you should do this, you should do that, but our jobs aren't on the line.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
14 seconds remaining at the timeout.
Thank you.
Appreciate the good help of Mary Herman on the stats once again. A total of 771 yards of total offense in this game. 84 points, 771 yards of offense. I had my thoughts about this one heading into the night. I don't think that was one of them.
No,
to be honest with you.
I didn't think that either team would put up that many yards on offense.
Holt will be in the shotgun. Jewell will stand to his left with 14 seconds remaining. 3 receivers set. Holt will take the snap. He'll run to his left side. He's hit at the 40, and he's going to get the first down, carrying Dominic Mueller to the 45-yard line, and that's going to be that. Independence, for the first time in school history, will beat Decorah 36-28. This Independence team has won 8 of their last 9 football games, Zach Current, and you know what? If it wasn't against the team that you're supporting of, you can really... That fact that the loss hurts a little bit tonight, but you really can respect what Independence is doing football-wise, because 5-6 years ago, 10 years ago, this program maybe got 50 people to the game, and a lot of them left after halftime. And you know what? Independence football is going to be a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, definitely, and it's going to be, it'll be exciting to see, how the year progresses for them as far as some scores against other district opponents, and give credit where credit is due. Their coaching staff's done a good job of sticking together, sticking with their their roots, getting kids out for football, and as I said earlier, the numbers look good here, and I know their numbers at the lower levels. I know at least last night at the sophomore game, we're fairly decent, and it's gonna. It's a good thing to see happen for them, and like I said, give credit where credit's due to Independence as far as winning their last 8 of 9 games, and like you said, back when I was in high school, I know it was 0 and about 24, maybe even more than that. I don't know that number for sure, but it wasn't what I know what they wanted, and it's like I said, it's good to see them get this back rolling on the right page.
It's the first time Independence has defeated Decorah in their school history. 422 yards of total offense, 334 on the ground, 88 through the air for Independence. Decorah, not too bad themselves, 353 yards of total offense, 276 on the ground, and 77 through the air. Nicholas Holt, 225 yards, 3 touchdowns rushing, 6 of 8 passing, 88 yards, 2 touchdowns, both of them going to Colin Butzloff. Career night for Garrett Wise, 24 rushes, 188 yards, 2 touchdowns. Cole Steffen, 7 of 12 passing, 77 yards. Steffen also had 2 rushing touchdowns for Decorah as well. But go back to those first quarter mistakes. Decorah had a great drive going in the first drive of the game, ended up coughing it up. 3 plays later, you're down 7-0. And we talked about this team's ability to build some confidence. It appeared they were on the way to doing so, and unfortunately, it just didn't work out that way. And offensively, you did a lot of good things tonight, but you faced a team that was very tough to handle.
Yeah, we came into the game saying, what can we build on as far tonight? What can we build on to get better? And I think our running game improved a lot tonight. Having a back over 180 some yards, that's something to build off of. But you can't turn the ball over at inopportune times, and we did that, and we turned it over, gave up 7 points. The next play on the next offensive possession, we get the ball up again. We're down 14 points in less than about 4 minutes, and that's your ball game right there, basically. And if you don't have those two, and it's a barn burner going into the fourth quarter.
Well, your final thoughts on this one, Zach?
I thought that besides the 2 turnovers on offense, that we came together more as a unit as far as the offensive line and backs, knowing where to hit the holes and getting some good yardage. And I thought our passing game was actually pretty decent. We had some guys that stepped in at a tight end position and caught some passes. And at the wingback position, we had probably a guy that's never stepped on the field, and Drake Bauer. I know he got a little banged up there, but he stepped up to the plate, had a couple good catches, had a good couple good runs, and then I think that's something we can take away. And it's going to be the next man in mentality. You don't have that star player in anyone. You got to really come together as a team, and I think that we showed a little bit of that tonight. But you're really going to have to come together as a team if you're going to win some district ball games this year.
It's non-district next week against Western Dubuque, and hopefully it's win number 1 for the Vikings. Nice job by you, Zach, and we'll talk to you again next Friday from the Kenneth Olson Press Box at Viking Stadium in Decorah. Many people to thank for making it possible tonight. First and foremost, our advertisers, the good sports-minded people who helped us bring the game home to you. Without their help, this coverage would not be possible. So as always, we encourage you to support the businesses who support local high school sports. And lastly, and most importantly, we thank you, that's right, you, the listener, for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. If not, the outcome, final score, Independence defeats Decorah by a count of 36-28. Next week, it's back home for the Vikings as they take on the Western Dubuque Bobcats. And that will be a 7 o'clock pregame and a 7:30 kickoff. Zach and I will have it for you at that time. So for Zach Current, Darren Swinson saying so long from Independence. Vikings lose it tonight 36-28. Thanks a bunch for tuning in. We'll talk to you again next Friday night.